Yep. Okay. All right. So, um, gonna go over some trade ideas that I took. So today I did take a trade pre-market just for the sake of just taking a trade based off of what I saw. Typically I don't trade pre-market. This came in at 828. Got stopped at 835. I did go over it in my pre-market analysis. I think this trade came around here somewhere. Where it looked like we're trying to set 28, right? We look like we're trying to double bounce, but there was no momentum behind it, and price just dropped to a lower time frame. Let's see if I have a screenshot up of that anywhere. Um, 7, 27. What's today is 27. Okay, right here. So this looked like the trade was here somewhere. I think this is it. And it's looking like Tuesday. Everything would load a little faster. All right, so let's see. Two trades, 561,750. 561,750. No, this was 5,630. So that's not it. 561,750. So that's not it. This is actually doing trading during the market hour. Oh, this is the actual trade that I took. That makes sense to me. So I don't see my pre-market trade that I took. Oh, um, actually, I remember that I had a screenshot of it and I saved it. Mark trade. Here it is. All right. So let's see if we can find it. Yeah. So this was the trade idea here. Uh, Looking for the buy. We didn't. We kind of broke out here of this channel, and then the prices quickly dumped on me. So, and I felt that we would move lower because we had a very stronger level down here. That price didn't gravitate to the day before, and I said price should probably come down here before moving higher, which we did. But I still marked this level because it was a fresh level. It was a fresh level, but it didn't really have a lot of buying in this level. As you can see, there's not really any buying down here. All this is selling. And let's go to the other one and let's see what this level look like. Do we have any, at least one buying? Yeah, we have buying right here, right? This one here was all um, selling, cause I think this level started at 14. So that's all selling down here, and then there's buying that came out of it, and then this was, which would have been this here, and then we already cleared that level, cleared it here once, cleared it twice, and then for it to clear it again was just like, what's the point? And then let's see what our pre-market looked like during that time. I think we struggled with the pre-market. Didn't really have anything here pre-market, right? And this is the level. The level was here from this, and it was very weak, right? So that was the strongest level here. And so with that being said, the trade that I did take was right here. I took this trade here. At this level we had price came down, and then buying looked like it wouldn't happen, came back down. I like the strong buying that we had here. Price came down, and then on the 1 minute chart, can I use the picture? On the 1 minute chart, This is doing everything but showing me my thing. On the 1 minute chart, we had a strong engulfing candle right here. So I entered here on the 1 minute. I could have waited for a pullback, but I didn't see anything. I did add a entry on a mini at 5:19:25. What's 5:19:25? So kind of like way up here. I entered that at 9:44, so right around here. This looked like it was going to break, but then I had this strong. I had one ES contract, and then I had a strong pullback here, which was a lot more than I wanted to risk. So I exit this trade right around here, and then price held and went in my direction. But the two micros that I had at 5:17, which is like right down, which is at the close of this here, 5:17, I held because they were less risky. And then we just moved up from there, and I took my full exit right around here, I believe, at 10 o'clock, 10:25. Like, no, I took my full exit as we were breaking this at 10. I was, what is it, at 5:38. So yeah, I was trying to get to here, but I took my exit on this one here, right around here, because we kept struggling. So this was a nice 21-point move on the two micros. I wish I had added a little bit more, like the 5 points would have been good, but I was testing this breakout because we didn't break out of it. I did consider buying here when the 5 minute also gave a breakout. That would have been an ideal move with a stop loss down here, but the risk didn't look to fit the reward. This is about 7 points to make 11 points. Didn't look like a 2-to-1. We eventually got more than 2-to-1 when we got here, but I had this factor and the idea that we might struggle up here, which we did. We struggled a lot before we broke through. So for this trade, idea was perfect on the micros, poorly executed on the minis. And then I did take another trade. I took a trade again at 9:59, basically 10 o'clock, which was dumb on my part, but I was just like, let me just see if we can get up here. So I bought right around here because we're holding VWAP. If we go to the 30-minute, the 5-minute, we're holding VWAP. It looked good. Basically not really my ideal trade. I should have waited for a better chance of here, like maybe this, when news was finished, because we bounced around for like, this was a headache to look at for the entire time from here to this 24 minutes, 23 minutes was the longest 23 minutes, 24 minutes of my life, it felt like. And then we finally broke up. So, and I had entered, I think, kind of high on this one. I entered at 28, just like here, right? And my stop loss was right here, but then I moved it down here in case of a spike. We bounced around. I wanted to actually get this quick move, 5 points, risking, but it was like a 1-on-1. But I wanted a nice break higher like this, and I wanted to enter a little tighter, like maybe here. All right, so it was poor execution on my part. We did get a nice pullback, holding news, because the news came out at 10. We had the news, and I wanted to add another one here and let price ride out because this one made sense. We had a nice level here. nice level, right? Could have bought this, looking for price to break higher, and then boom to the one. And then price eventually moved a little bit further than what it had, but um, as far as just waiting for my levels and respecting them, that's something I need to continue working on. And then working on clean setups. Did we get any clean setups today? I don't think we did. Um, we did have this one here. This is the only one. I tried to make this one work out, but it was weird. This one was a clean setup. We broke out of it. Just the risk to reward looked bad. Um, and then I was just basically looking inside of these levels here. But the 5 minute clean levels work very well. And I just got to be patient for a price to break out of the channel versus, jumping the gun here. So if I waited for price to start breaking out of the channel, maybe even getting into this one here, the stop loss here, um, something like this, right? This would have been a good move, right, like that, right? And then either I get out here, or just wait it out, kind of like what I did. This is a good 10 points, 13 points, and then here, all right? So could have got that nice um, level here, and then price just wanting to break, either buying before the breakout occurs or buying at the breakout, But this was a nice level here. It was ugly, but it was still good. We do have a level like that. And then also I wanted to ask myself what made me want to continue to go long. I'm not sure, something told me to continue to focus on longs. Breakout is here, but something told me to continue focusing on longs. um, I think it's more because of Nvidia, or just how we weren't really rejecting this area here. There was no real selling up here that I could really depend on. So longs stayed in my favor. There was still buying here, buying, so we never had any true selling that came in. So I wanted to focus on longs. um, you know we did kind of started rejecting. Oh yeah, also we didn't get to the main rejection point here. We got close to it but never hit it, so I just stayed on longs, and then eventually we did push up higher before we rejected. So uh, yeah, didn't really have anything to really else to add on. I don't really see anything to really add on to this trade as far as adding more to it. Probably could have gotten a small little thing here, but would have to face this selling power right here. I think for me, once we got above all of this selling and we're here, this felt weak. This felt weak, right? Because this was mostly the major selling power. So yeah, didn't really have anything there to like combat my ideas. So just looking left. All right, so that's it for me for today. Be back tomorrow. I'll clear up my charts a little bit. Not gonna do any big changes to it. Um, this probably could have been another reason I wanted to be long. I didn't have any major thing telling me to short here, so just respecting what I see and also respecting news. Slowly getting in the grind of things. All right, so that's it for me for today. I'll be back tomorrow with my pre-market ideas and looking for my levels. Other than that, I don't have anything to add to this. Catch you then.